LasVegasDiscount.net's the best there is. Save up to 50% on your next Vegas trip. And travel, rental, shows, and tours. Find the deals you're looking for. LasVegasDiscount.net. LasVegasDiscount.net. If you're going to Vegas for deals that are the best, visit LasVegasDiscount.net.
FightNetRadio.com with Andrew and Lee, talking boxing, combat, sports, comedy, football, and everything kick-ass. All on FightNetRadio.com. Fight Net Radio!
Hola, soy Julio César Chávez.
That's lights out, baby. Lights out all day.
This is Sugar Ray Leonard, and you listen to Fight Net Radio.
I mean, this is ridiculous. It's a radio show. It ain't a 1-hour television spectacular.
Everyone in this room is now dumber for having listened to it.
We gon' know. I got eyes and ears everywhere. I got friends all over the world, man.
Who gives a shit with Whitey? He's a piece of crap.
With a tear in my eye.
This conference will now be recorded.
Hi, everybody. Welcome to Fight Net Radio. Who am I doing? I'm doing the dude from the Chicago Cubs now. What is that? Who's the old announcer who couldn't say Adeki or Rabu? Oh, can't think of his name. I digress. I'll probably cut that out. Hi, everyone. Welcome to Fight Net Radio. Lee Honish, Andrew Labouche, Miguel Antonio Barragan. I'm in a mood, bro. I'm in a mood. We were saying this. I didn't have my afternoon nap. I'm a little chippier than normal. However, you podcast people, I put shit in here for you today just so you don't feel left out midweek. And yes, we are going to do a watch along. I will include that audio for the podcast people. I'm completely okay with that if you guys want to listen, but I can't imagine a watch along without the video is worthwhile. And since I'm just taking the audio from the actual fight and actually splicing it, as I did on fightnetradio.com, click on Facebook, go watch the video, I synced it up to a really good version of the video so that you can watch the fight in real time, because Andrew and Miguel watch it kind of frame by frame because we use GoToMeeting, because apparently Zoom is better and GoToMeeting isn't, even though GoToMeeting is ranked higher than Zoom. Seems to be much better. Although from what I've been watching on TV, it seems a little sketchy a lot of the time. I don't really have that problem here with the GoTo product. Shout out to not our sponsor, GoToMeeting products. And also a shout out to our biggest sponsor, Amsterdam Black Label. When you must and will get drunk at 5:00 in the afternoon. Amsterdam Black Label, 100 proof, and for a very good reason. It tastes like shit, but gets you drunk.
Tastes like unleaded.
Tastes just like it. So it's Thursday. We normally do these on Wednesday. I got caught up in stuff last night and couldn't record for everybody. So roundtable, Andrew, you've now gone back to work. You've gone into the city. You've seen the sights. You've seen the show. Andrew, are you positive for the coronavirus yet?
No, San Francisco is dead. It's a ghost town. They're boarding up the first floors on a lot of the downtown area because the homeless are starting to lose their cool and are just breaking shit. You know, when you don't have tourists or people handing them money and food every day, and I guess they're starting to get a little. No, they're just breaking stuff. They're just breaking stuff. They want people back. So, yeah, sure depressing, man. A lot of homeless people on the street and a lot of boards. That's what you see right now in the city.
And Miguel, our updates from Las Vegas, is it still the sinkhole capital of the world.
Yeah, it's pretty empty, dude. Like I've been a few times. I've gone to like stores. Generally speaking, the stores do have enough people. That looks like that's up and running because really the essentials is the only thing that's open, and that's really the only thing I've been to. I haven't really gone other places. On the rare occasion, I'll drive by some certain parking lots that are completely dead. But it's pretty much a ghost town. It really is. I was taking a look at Jesse Vargas' Instagram page, and he's been taking pictures around some of the casinos,
crazy,
and they're like
right?
totally dead. Yeah, it's like, why the fuck are you even out there, man? But yeah, those are empty as hell, bro.
By the way, go to Fight Net Radio, click on Facebook. I have been following WWJVD. I'm obsessed with him still. So now he's just cruising around Vegas at night by himself and taking pictures with nobody. He's just taking these solo shots out in front of.
Yeah.
Yeah, it looked like he jumped in one of the drained fountains the other day.
Yeah, he did. In front of, I want to say Caesars, but it
Yeah, it might
almost
have
looks
been.
like it looks like the one on the corner of the Wynn as well. One of my favorite fountains, actually.
You get arrested doing that too many times.
And for those of you who know nothing about Southern California, let me explain to you. White people are dumb, and they're the reason you don't have a beach in Orange County. White people. Learn to love them. All right. On with boxing and so forth. Shout out to all the FNR regulars. We are going to give you guys some updated news, and there's some good stuff. I found some good stuff, and then we will be doing a watch along this week. Let's get right into it, shall we? Right out of the gate, Reynoso had this to say about Andy Ruiz. He has something special. He has a future. I had a joke already planned for this line. The minute I read the headline, I didn't even need to read the article. But let me explain what Andy Ruiz has that's special. A house, a car, and a big fat belly.
An expensive watch, I believe.
Andy showed that he is at those levels. They say that he is undisciplined. Well, yeah, he is. What? Hold on.
Yeah.
Hold on. Let's stop right there in this one already. Andy shows he can compete at those levels. You're right. He did it one time, right? I'm not saying that he is the Riddick Bowe of this era, but he's
not yet, at least.
Not yet, at least, right? He's got to have like a low blow comeback or something crazy happen next, right? He needs an Andrew Galata in his life or a fan man. How about a fan man? I'll give him.
Oh yeah. All
right. They say that he is undisciplined. I don't know anybody who doesn't think that Andy Ruiz has any level of discipline prior to.
Yeah, no, I totally agree. That's
in Saudi Arabia, what discipline did that fat motherfucker showing up? And I'm gonna say it. Hit me all you want. Showing up with his big Alberto Tacos fat roll belly, driving his Bentley, showing off his house, eating sushi off of naked women. Like, where do I stop? Where do I stop? He actually posted this shit. Dude, who has fast food takeout in their Bentley with the wrappers up in the windows? Come on, bro. You can't even keep your car clean.
I mean, in his last video, seriously, it looks like there's cocaine on the back of the table. So,
he's too fat for cocaine. I don't like fat guys who do cocaine. It gives cocaine a bad name. Reynoso went on to say,
maybe he'll be a cruiserweight next year.
Oh, bam! Exactly. It'll be like reverse James Toney.
He could be a middleweight at his size. I mean, he's short. Reynoso went on to say,
"What's going on? What else does he have?"
That's true. Reynoso went on to say, but I think that if someone was a world champion, he should have some discipline. Right. Hold on. I agree. Not everyone is equally hardworking or disciplined. Actually, you're wrong. Okay. When do we fire Reynoso? Because this is already fucking crazy. Tell me somebody who isn't legitimately a pound for pound legit monster right now that isn't disciplined right now. Somehow I picture Lomachenko working out like Drago in some kind of closed gym with armed guards from Bob Arum, like constantly training around the clock and getting like 5 hours of sleep only to wake up again and train more. Why are we trying to justify Andy Ruiz's incredibly bad behavior? Anyone?
Miguel?
Got nothing.
Probably because he's Latino. He's like, I'm not gonna, well, I mean, he's not his countryman because he's born in, I think, in the U.S.
No, because they have discipline.
I mean,
Actually,
that would be
Mexican
the only.
fighters. You know what? Here's how I know he's not a real Mexican fighter. Okay, real Mexican fighters have fucking discipline.
Yeah, they got the hunger. I mean, not figuratively. Figuratively, not. Yeah, exactly.
No doubt.
That's it's not looking good.
I think he's giving the Mexico culture a bad name, and I think that they should ask for his Mexico belt back. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
right.
We can only have room for one Chris Arreola. We don't need another one, please.
Chris Arreola at least kind of owned his Ontario San Bernardino roots, at least, right? Like he didn't ever play he played the I'm Mexican American, which I'm cool with. Love your heritage. I'm down with that. I'm always down with that. But he didn't do the I'm from Mexico, period.
Yeah, totally
I just happen to live here. What?
Yeah.
What, bro? Because if you trained like you were from Mexico, you wouldn't have lost all those belts, you fat fuck. I'm just saying it out loud. And just when you thought the news couldn't get any better, starting off strong with an Andy Ruiz, Deontay Wilder is back. Yes, we've left him alone too long, and now he's removing all the snakes from his camp. I literally can't wait for this article. When I saw the headline, I couldn't wait for the article. Former heavyweight champion, yes, it's a complete read-along, people, because it is Deontay Wilder. Former heavyweight world champion Deontay Wilder is eliminating every person that he views as a snake from his camp. All right, before we go any further, Andrew, if you were going to eliminate one snake from the Deontay Wilder camp, who would your first selection be?
That's a good one.
Right? All right, I'll let you think on that one. Miguel, you got one?
Yeah. No, I mean, it definitely wouldn't be what the fuck, I forget the name of the trainer who threw in the towel. Mark Breland. I would definitely keep him for sure. What other snake? Fuck.
All right, I'm going to tell you the biggest snake in the room. They should eliminate Deontay Wilder from his own camp.
They should
I don't understand why nobody sees the simplicity of this. I don't think you should fire anybody. I think you should fire himself and just start over somewhere else. Just start over with people that won't listen to him.
He definitely, you have something there on firing the little character that he brings out every fight, right? His little ego he has.
What do you mean? I'm getting rid of the snakes. I got eyes and ears everywhere in my camp. I'm aware of all the snakes. And you're asking me what kind of snakes they are? They're rattlesnakes. There's cobras. There's coral snakes. There's garden snakes. There's snakes you stick down the sink and get shit out of the clog and drain.
Plumber.
Andrew, I know things. And I can see things. I'm going to get rid of all the snakes. And once all the snakes are gone, we're going to have a St. Patrick's Day feast. Great reference, everyone. Shout out to my European friends for that great actual understanding of St. Patrick's Day. Wilder suffered the first defeat of his pro career back in February when he went down twice and then was stopped in the seventh by Tyson Fury in front of not a very shocked audience, at least half of us. After suffering that defeat, Wilder explained that he finally saw true colors of certain members of his team. They're snakes. Like any fighter in Wilder's position, he has a large entourage because they're snakes. But number of people. I'm reading that correctly, right? Hold on. This was written by staff at Boxing Scene. First of all, fuck Boxing Scene. Who is staff? Does that mean PBC wrote this? But number of people in that entourage will continue to decrease. Okay. Oh, he actually made quotes on the PBC podcast. I'm getting rid of the snakes in the grass. This time has allowed me to dig in the weeds and see what's going on. And I found earthworms and snakes and snails. I got to compost next. And then once I'm done composting, I'm going to reseed my grass. And I'm going to pull up all the weeds, too. Deontay. Just when I think I've heard everything out of him. You can have a lot of... Wait, I got to do it as Deontay. You can have a lot of people around you, but you can't control the jealousy of people. They're not jealous of you losing, bro. They're not. They're not. That's the funniest thing he said so far in this article. You can't control jealousy of what? You walked on $100 million deal from Dazen. You are literally fighting for scraps. You lost your belt. You don't listen to anybody. And now you're blaming your entire camp for your incompetency. This is so awesome. And you think they're jealous of you.
He tried blaming the trainer. That backfired on him. So he brings the trainer back, and now it's the snakes in the grass. Here we go.
You think people are happy with you, but everybody wants.
Who's the little guy? Who's the little guy that's always around him? Shelly?
Shelly Finkel? Shelly Finkel?
He better watch out right now.
He's a snake in the grass. Shelly
he might be the head on the chopping
You know what?
block.
I'm going to let you in on a secret, okay? I'm going to break an exclusive on Fight Net Radio. Did you guys know that Shelly Finkel is a Jew? There you go. There you go. He's a snake in the grass. You think people are... Maybe I am good without a nap. You think people are happy with you, but everyone wants what you have. No, they don't want what you have right now, bro. What are you talking about? You think people are happy? I can't even read
Damn,
them.
somebody hurt his feelings, man.
Dude,
yeah, right.
I was a little so crazy.
Yeah, you think people are happy? They want what you have. They don't want to sacrifice as much as you. I mean, come on. What did they tell this
People
guy?
are envious, Andrew, of things they can't have, and I have to weed out, change certain things. Did I tell you Shelly Finkel's a Jew? That's what this is all about.
He does have a point, though. I think I want that outfit. I want to see how I want to wear that outfit of his. That's one thing I do want.
We've had a lot of people reach out, but you have to be careful because some people just want publicity. Who wants to be associated with you right now? I really want to know. Like, I want to know.
I have never heard. Yeah, I've never even heard anyone do that with Deontay Wilder.
Oh my God, he is so full of himself. Boxing is very. Wait, he goes even deeper. Here comes the Shelly Finkel comments. Boxing is very crooked. It's a dirty business, and you got to be careful of insert Shelly Finkel into here. It's a corrupt sport as well. You got to be careful with the people and their intentions, especially when they weren't around before. All right, look, asshole. I'm just going to say it for the room. You walked on the DAZN money. You believe Steven Espinosa. Your heads up Leonard Ellerby and Al Heyman's ass so far you can't see daylight. You live in a track home in Tuscaloosa, Alabama. All right. What do you want me to tell you, bro? You fucked up. You fucked up. You're not getting
out on ESPN too. He walked out on DAZN and ESPN, Lee. He walked out on both contracts.
God damn. And Shelly Finkel and Steven Espinosa did nothing more than going, that's loyalty. You know what loyalty buys you right now at the time of the
I believe the word was family. Remember? Family.
Right.
Yeah.
By the way, the three of us all have real family. You know what real family gets you? Hey, Mom, I'm not working. Want to send me a pizza? Here's the truth. I don't think Steven Espinosa is going to send fucking Deontay Wilder a goddamn pizza right now. I don't believe it.
Steven Espinosa and Showtime literally cut ties with Deontay one fight later. They did the Dominic Breezel fight, and that was the last time he ever worked with Showtime. One fight after those comments of, I'm passing on the money because these guys are like my family.
Listen, Andrew, boxing is a business like no other. Really? Really? That's your answer? That's your final answer? You're just going to go with it's a corrupt, awful sport where they just use up fighters and you feel bad for yourself. Poor you. Why don't you call Cam Newton and go have a pity party for yourselves, okay? Fuckface. You got to be, by the way, great American reference. If you're international, like Sam Navajero, our international correspondent, you wouldn't get the Cam Newton reference. But that was a great, great NFL joke. You've got to be able to trust people, and that's the hard part. Here's the truth. Nobody trusts you, Deontay. You're a fucking tard. I mean, you give retarded people a bad name. It's insulting to compare you to a retarded person. And I know I'm not allowed to say it. They're special needs. You're not special needs. You're just an asshole. Like you literally, I got knocked out and it's everyone else's fault. What the fuck are you talking about? Like, I didn't see everybody else in the ring, dude. I didn't see him. I saw a bunch of yes men that you hired and put around you. I was there.
Yeah, exactly. A bunch of yes men. Fuck yeah.
I'm looking to bring in. Oh my God, I can't wait. We don't have it down yet, but I've got 2 people I'm bringing in. Okay. One of them comes to camp on some basis anyway. And what is this? Like, if he's really got, like, I'm bringing in Freddie Roach. Like, this is no joke. I'm bringing in a conditioning trainer from the U.S. Olympic team and Freddie Roach. I would have dropped it right here on the podcast. Like, I would have dropped something so big, people would have rocked the world. I'm bringing in Reynoso. I'm bringing in the best strength and conditioning coach. Hell, I'm going up to San Francisco and I'm going to the lab and I'm juicing. All right, great. I'm down with it, dude. That's a dude who's on the comeback trail. You're legit. I'm with you, right? Instead, I'm weeding out all the snakes and I'm bringing in new snakes who will answer directly to me. Okay. I start with you, Andrew. After reading his latest comments as of Wednesday, and apparently he has too much time on his hands, and he's probably day drinking a lot like myself. Deontay Wilder is literally a handgun away from being the biggest mess in boxing.
Could you imagine if the coronavirus never came, we'd be a few weeks away from this fight, right? And he still
then
looks
we'd be done with him at least.
Yeah, he still hasn't gotten over the second one. He would already been weeks away from the third and not prepared. Hasn't even changed his team yet. Now maybe all that's happened because of the corona. It's put everything on hold. But he'd been saying it for a while. He probably should not face Tyson Fury for a third time right away. This just goes to show Deontay's still got a lot of issues with this loss. Now there's a bunch of snakes in the grass that weren't there before the fight. It's always something that wasn't there. He has a very good track record of, oh, did I look bad? Well, I broke my arm before that fight. Oh, did I look bad? My trainer was this and that. And it's always something. Didn't he claim injury before this fight too?
No, we actually read an article. No, we actually rewatched the fight. Apparently, we don't know that he claimed it before the fight. We certainly saw it during the fight, and he certainly had surgery.
Right. Oh, yeah,
right?
yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Right. We did the watch along. It's clear you could see it happen in the first round. The speculation that we were having was, did this happen prior and during training? And he just went into it and knew he was going to take an ass whooping and thought he could just muscle through it.
I really wish he had our advice and just ran with that excuse, even if it happens in the first. I mean, hell, we could us three even found a part in the first round that it looked like it might have happened, right? It just all plays together.
Yeah, it just seemed more legitimate.
Yeah, fucking run with it, man. Like, all this, though, like, I get why he couldn't say it came in. We never like to say that. We don't like to say things are fixed. I get that. But say it happened in round one, and in the third fight, I'm going to be a lot better. But it's weird. Deontay's weird. He's becoming a little mental case. It's probably will be his last fight with Tyson Fury.
Miguel, final comments on Deontay Wilder. Feel free to pile on.
So I was reading today that there's negotiations already started between Fury and Joshua. Supposedly they're supposed to be Saudi Arabia has been in talks, all this shit, right? That's what I read online, at least. And of course, who's the first person to say no to that is Shelly Finkel. He's like, no, fuck no, there's going to be a third fight. So if anybody, if that we all have already come to that conclusion that a third fight with Fury is a bad fucking idea. So the fact that it's Shelly Finkel that's like pushing that, saying no, it's in the contract, we have to have a third fight, I would probably suggest getting rid of fucking Finkel. Taking, I don't know if they're willing to offer him like step aside money or anything like that, but fuck, he just had surgery. Take the fucking step aside money, rest, heal, and then see what happens down the line. But don't take the next fight with fucking Fury, a third one. We've already came to that conclusion. It's gonna be a fucking death sentence if he does that.
He's just getting used.
And that's. Finkel was the one immediately after the fight claiming the third one was happening. Deontay hadn't even made it to the hospital yet, and he was already saying third fight.
Yeah.
They don't have
get rid of any snakes. I would suggest getting rid of Finkel first and foremost.
Yeah, and not only that, Deontay's a heavyweight. He makes heavyweight type money. I mean, the very least, this guy can make $5 to $8 million getting in the ring on a warm up fight. I don't know why Deontay wouldn't look at that. You get a little bit more money into your bank account. You get a warm up fight, and then you take, you get a little bit considered more of a potential shot at beating whoever wins the Fury versus Joshua. Going into a third fight immediately with Tyson Fury, this guy's a 3.5, 4 underdog. It's not even it's not competitive. You guys, the fight is not competitive. I don't see people going back and putting their money down for that. The movie stars, everyone that pays $20,000 for those ringside seats, I don't see them coming back for Fury Wilder 3, especially that being one of the biggest fights right after, if this virus thing goes away and we're be able to come back. There's still going to be people that are nervous about going back out there right away. I don't know if they want to even do this fight until next year.
Andrew, I'm being joined on the phone by Deontay Wilder yet again. Listen, Andrew, the Bomb Squad will represent. What are you talking about? Shelley Finkel and Steven Espinosa told me it's at least a $50 million fight. And honestly, I bet that's the way he really thinks. I bet he really thinks in those really crazy, there's just money on the table.
That was before the defeat. I do believe that, Lee. Before the defeat, he had the Floyd Mayweather vision. Okay, Al Heyman, Espinoza, all these guys. That's how they got all these fighters to sign with them. The Floyd Mayweather vision. All right, you stick with us. We're gonna manage your career. We'll give you the opponents we want, and at the end, you'll be a $25 million fighter every night you step in the ring. And it has not worked for none of those guys. Nobody on the PBC is Floyd Mayweather. They're not even fucking close. And he had so many undefeated guys when this thing.
They had one person close, and he went through his windshield and got 3 posts into his front teeth.
Not close.
And hasn't even gone back to training camp yet.
Yeah, but you know what? Spence never came close to being the Floyd. He was the face. Like, you could say they were making him the face of the PBC. But resume? Come on, Sean Porter and fucking Kell Brook? No way. No way.
I agree, but that was the direction they were going with him. I think they were banking on two guys, Deontay Wilder and Errol Spence.
I think Deontay was closer than Spence, to be honest with you. It was just Deontay was a ticking time bomb. It's like what Emmanuel Stewart said about Tommy Hearns. It was a matter of time before everyone found out. And guess what? I think everyone found out what Deontay Wilder is with Tyson Fury. Believe me, you guys, the next 6-foot-something man that has no fear, he's going to step up to Deontay Wilder and fight him straight up too. No more walking in the ring beaten mentally already. Let's go punk this dude, because Tyson Fury's been doing a good job of it.
Yeah, that aura's gone. Whatever aura he had, that shit was gone.
Yep. I completely agree. Moving forward, friend of the show, longtime contributor. He is our next 2 stories. Bob Arum makes the news twice in a row this week. First and foremost, Bob is in talks with the WWE to hold potential fights at the Florida WWE Performance Center. This is what Bob had to say. He recorded these earlier just for us, Andrew. Remember, WWE is an exhibition. We did talk to them, but hopefully working with the California and Nevada commissions, it's not going to be necessary. Obviously, for us, I'm completely confused. I mean, I've been staging fights for a long time. I mean, let's talk about Oscar De La Hoya here. Right? Know what I'm saying? All right. Obviously, for us, the place to do the event without spectators is in Nevada. But those assholes over there, they're not going to do it. They won't do it for the UFC, and they like them way more than me, and they're not going to do it. So I'm going to Florida, where the white people there don't seem to give a shit about human life. Thank you, Bob. I think that is exactly correct. Let's start right here, both of you. How are you guys going to feel? I honestly think he's going to get it, and I think he's going to be able to put on fights, and I think they'll be highly viewed. Florida doesn't seem to give a shit about human life even remotely. So, yeah, it's probably going to happen. So I'll start with you, Andrew. Would you enjoy watching non-spectator boxing?
So far, the answer is no. I haven't enjoyed it. It has not been entertaining. It's something I have to get used to, and I think the athletes do too. So no, I'm not looking forward to an empty building and just 2 guys getting in the ring and fighting. Some of boxing is the fan experience, dude. Some of boxing, it was the people in the crowd cheering, right? When they start cheering the last names, they feel the moment when the fight switches and the guy's coming on. Here comes the knockout. All that plays to the entertainment, to the viewing of watching that. I'm telling you, that UFC card fucking sucked, man. Everyone screaming. You could hear the trainers. It was like sparring. It totally reminded me of sparring, not an actual fight.
Miguel.
Because I'm a nerd, yeah, I'll definitely watch it. I'm not going to say I definitely wouldn't watch it, but to piggyback off of what Andrew was saying, a lot of what the sport is the fans. The people, the attendance, people showing up for the weigh-ins, people showing up for the public workouts, for big fights, shit like that. Like that's pretty much out the window. Everything leading up to the fucking fight. I'll watch, of course, because what the hell else is there to do? Just watch fights. But it would definitely suck to not have anybody in the crowd. It would kind of like dampens the mood a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Like you don't feel that energy the way you would when you're even watching it from home. Yeah, even when you're watching it from home, that last UFC card, I mean, I enjoyed it because fights are fights. But fuck, dude, it sucked, man. It's like they usually the fighters come in and they high five the fucking fans, and that's all gone. It's just like, damn, it's lame. It really does bring the energy level down quite a bit. It'll suck. I mean, I'll watch, of course, because I'm a nerd, but it'll suck. Yeah.
We have to get used to it. It's something the fighters
it's the new norm, basically, until everything gets fixed.
So what you're saying, it is sex. It is. It's just not really.
I'll bust the nut one way or another.
No,
but
I don't even know.
Right.
Is it sex, or are you just jerking off and then getting topped off?
Yeah, pretty close. I mean, well, no. Look, it's like sex and pizza to me, and I think I can't watch WWE right now without a crowd. And I'm an avid watcher. I can't watch it. It doesn't work for me even remotely to watch pro wrestling without it. So I can't imagine sports without a crowd. It's borderline painful for me.
And on that note, have you guys seen those clips on YouTube where when they're on TV, right, and the wrestling, the WWE, I'm saying, and they go on commercial break and then they stop wrestling? You ever see that shit? The cameras were still rolling and they pretty much just capture the wrestlers just chilling in the ring, taking a quick little break during commercial break, and they come back and they get back into the action because there's nobody in the arena. That's just hilarious.
Yeah, and what they're basically, because they're recording it now and then putting it out live. It is what it is. More from Bob Arum. Bob Arum is determined to kill Manny Pacquiao one way or the other. He's going to have Crawford fight Manny Pacquiao in Macau. And for those of you who don't know where Macau is, it's China.
Yeah.
Way to go, Bob. You want to stage a fight in Macau. Good.
Didn't he try that with the kid from Fresno, Ramirez? Didn't he just try to go to China? That didn't work for him.
Well, he's gone to China before, right? Who the fuck did he have? It was Inoue, or who the hell was it that he had?
Yeah, it was the start. It was the start of the Corona, man. That's what started this whole thing off.
Yeah, and then Postal and fucking Ramirez got postponed or canceled or whatever.
That was it. Yeah.
Weren't there people on planes that had to come back, like Roach had to do, round trips and be stuck in China? There was all.
No! They tried to whack Roach. No one told. Oh, you didn't know that, Miguel?
Yeah, they tried to kill the Roach.
Yeah, man. Nobody told Roach, dude. He went to China when the Corona first. Yes, he did. Yes, Bob put the hit out.
He's got some.
Maybe it'll help his Parkinson's. Who knows?
I didn't know the fucker was on the plane. Wink, wink. Oh my God, so funny. Moving forward, Andrew's favorite story is developing.
Wait a minute. Go back. Go back. They've been talking about this fight a lot, you guys. It kind of makes me feel that Pacquiao has moved on from Spence. Look, Spence came out earlier this week and is talking about he has multiple teeth missing, Lee. He says he has rods installed. He has rods installed into his gums and is supposed to be getting his new set of teeth here soon, but has not sparred since the accident. So, correct. I mean, with Spence being out of sparring for over a year now, close to a year, he's done. It's over. Pacquiao moves on to Crawford. Crawford will sweep up Spence later on. Spence will get his check with Crawford, but the fight is no longer a mega fight. Spence he threw in the white towel this week, telling everyone he hasn't sparred since the accident because he's missing teeth.
Yeah,
just another case of implosion.
I think he was on the All That Jazz or All That Boxing show or whatever. Apparently, I'm the only person not booking real fighters. Apparently, fighters right now will show up on pretty much any podcast and say the most outlandish shit ever on a podcast. I can't even believe. I couldn't even believe when I read the quotes. First, I couldn't believe the podcast. I had to go check their numbers just to see if like my eyes were bothering me. And then he literally drops I haven't trained. I got pose. I don't have front teeth. Like, it's going to be a while before I go back into the gym. Bro, you're done.
You're done.
You're done.
Because at the very least, he's not in tip-top shape anymore, right? That level is out of him. I don't know if you ever get it back. That's the thing about these athletes, that they're in tip-top shape, man. You can't have bumps in the roads like this. We see Jose Ramirez, Jose Benavidez get shot in the leg. He was never the same. You know, you seen Verdejo getting that bike.
Verdejo in a fucking scooter
motorcycle. Yes, sir.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, sir. Never the same. Yeah,
I agree.
It's very, very hard when you stall your career for months, let alone a year, and then you're trying to get into this shape that most men don't walk around in.
Corrales motorcycle accident. He was never the same after the accident.
Yeah.
What did I get that wrong?
Womp.
Womp.
Yeah.
Really. Really, of all the stuff I've ever said on this show, you're gonna walk.
That was mean, man. Come on now.
Wait, hold on. Let me go.
I mean, it is true. It is accurate, but too soon. Oh, jeez. 15 years.
Is it too soon? Paulie Malignaggi wants Conor McGregor. Yeah, there you go, Paul.
Of course he does.
You got nothing else going on. Your rent.
It's about time.
Call out Conor McGregor. All right, before I even get into this article, let me tell you how desperate this makes Paulie look for a paycheck right now. Paulie's in his New York apartment that's way too big for himself, thinking, I'm not announcing, I'm not fighting, I'm not making money. What's Paulie Malignaggi worth at this moment? What do you think he's worth, Andrew?
I'm going to say 10 million. PBC seems to overpay everybody.
I like the fact that you think that. They say as of 2020, he's worth $6 million. So he clearly doesn't need the money. All right. Well, here we go. The former sparring partner had a high-profile fallout 3 years ago in the build-up to the McGregor-Mayweather fight. This is a fight Andrew has been talking about since the dawn of time, as an FYI to this. McGregor released images of him appearing to knock out Malignaggi during a training session, which angered the American. Malignaggi was furious and stormed away from the camp to reignite the hatred between the pair. Since the pair have continued to recall different accounts of what happened in their sparring session. By the way, shout out to the Sun for hiring good writers so you can read the fucking articles out loud. And now Malignaggi, don't start a sentence with "and." Come on, guys.
Oh,
and now
just as he just got done complimenting him.
I know. And now Malignaggi, who lost to Artem Lobov in a brutal bare-knuckle scrap last year. We all saw it, and it was hilarious. Wants to put his money where his mouth is and end the feud once for all. Promising to beat the shit out of Conor McGregor, he told Boxing Scene, I will gladly do winner takes all the money in that fight. I will put my finances at risk because it will be a pleasure to beat that guy up. There would be a lot of money in the pot. I would rather let the winner take it all. He's dragged my name too much in the mud. Really? He stopped talking about you a long time ago, bro. Especially when he went back to
2.5 years ago.
At least.
About a few months after your guys' little episode, but whatever.
Here's my theory, right? I think he's sitting around with his buddies and not doing much of anything. They're basically twiddling their dicks and getting high and drinking. And one of the guys in his entourage or friends or whatever Malignaggi has, he's not a bad guy. I actually like talking to him. Says, hey, I know. You should start shit with Conor. You could beat him. That's some easy money, bro. And that's how this started. Somebody put it in his ear. This isn't like he's been thinking about it for 2.5 years.
Well, this is easy money for McGregor too. I mean, he's hella bigger than Malignaggi. You put this fight. Look I got 3 names right now. Conor's road to Triple G: Malignaggi, Gabriel Rosado, and Julio Cesar Chavez Jr. You fight those 3 guys and get those 3 wins, you will make $150 million fighting Triple G for DAZN somewhere in the world, probably in Saudi Arabia. What the fuck? Like, what is the UFC waiting for on this? I don't get it. Conor McGregor should have made the jump 3 years ago into boxing when Floyd gave him the red carpet in, and he looked good. Floyd actually carried him, so he looked good, right? Oh, look, he can take the punches. Whatever. Let's do it. Him and Malignaggi. Let's go.
Yeah, I agree. What do you think, Miguel?
I mean, like, I kind of feel Malignaggi's bitter is all shit. Like, I know it's obvious, right? And I actually personally do like Malignaggi as well. Like, I used to not like him, and then he got his ass handed to him by Cotto, and then I'm like, all right, I think I dig him now. And then him as a commentator, like, all right, I like him, but it's just like he won't let this shit go. I understand he's kind of just. I mean, it doesn't sound like he's in the need for money. It's just more of a damn personal vendetta that he's trying to, against fucking what's his name, against Conor.
I think he knows he can beat McGregor, bro. He knows he can, and he wants to do it. Listen, you guys, if he was desperate for money, he would have fought him in the octagon already. Believe that. Because that would have made him millions of dollars, and he would have shrugged his shoulders and walked off into the sunset. He's not doing it for money. He's not James Toney. All right? He wants to get him in the ring because of this photo. Probably there's a lot of guys that keep reminding his friends, right? He might have a few UFC buddies that always remind him, hey, did McGregor really drop you every time they're drunk, right? Gets them pissed off, gets them worked up. Maybe he tells everyone McGregor's a little bitch. He won't accept my challenge. Watch. I'll challenge him right now to a boxing match, make him millions of fucking dollars, and he won't fucking take it. Watch. How do we know he's not doing that to McGregor? Because to be honest with you, McGregor looks like a little bitch not taking the challenge.
Well,
I'm dead serious. Don't fucking say you want to be a boxer. You want to come to boxing. Well, you got boxers that want to fight you. Are you coming?
Yeah, plenty of fucking boxers. Yeah.
I think the UFC just likes putting our sport in their mouth whenever they have a fight, but they really have no interest in getting in the ring with these guys. They're the best punchers in the fucking world. I think Malignaggi's shattered hands would beat the fuck out of Conor McGregor in a 12-round fight. I really do.
Yeah, you think you'd take him out?
Fuck yeah.
Like, would it go the full 12 rounds, or you think you'd take him out?
McGregor didn't even know how to throw a punch in the ring against Floyd. He fought like, what the fuck was he throwing? Like they said, it looked like a guy that didn't know how to, the controls of a game, so he's pressing all the buttons. You can't fight professional boxers like that. Malignaggi probably dances circles around him, peppering him from the 6th round to the 12th. If he's serious.
I see a Sunday doubleheader here. Paul Malignaggi, bare knuckle fight, and Conor McGregor versus Floyd Mayweather. It's a doubleheader on Sunday, folks.
UFC should respond and put Malignaggi in the octagon, beat his ass for doing this. That's what Dana White should do. They should throw a check at him like they did James Toney, put him in the octagon, and get his ass kicked for making these comments on the face of their sport. But Malignaggi, I'm not. I'd like the fight. I like the Chavez Jr. fight.
Paulie wouldn't do that though, right? Paulie wouldn't do that. He wouldn't even step into the octagon. He would much rather take, because I mean, realistically speaking, when it comes to a boxing fight, he'll handle Conor. That was not even a question.
Turning the table. It's just turning the table. That's all they're doing there. Instead of McGregor looking like the one that's backing out of the challenge. All right, fuck it. I'll accept your challenge, but we're doing it in my octagon. I'll pay you twice as much, and then he'll back out of that one.
Yeah.
Speaking of people running out of money, our last story, just for you podcast people, this is exclusive to the people who download the show, and the numbers are going down. I just saw a comment by Bobby. He's like, why are the numbers going down on my show? I said, because nobody's driving to work, bro. Where do you think they listen to podcasts? I don't want to break it to you. I can tell you this about every single show that I do. The numbers have been down for the last 7 weeks. Nobody's driving to work. Except Andrew's family, who still religiously, along with Sam Navajero, they download the show religiously. And I'm hoping at least one friend of Miguel's.
Yes, the homie Martin from work. That homie always listened to it. Yep.
There you go. What does he think of me, by the way?
Oh, dude, he digs you. He's like, is that dude on coke? What the hell? He loves that shit, though. He loves it.
That's the weirdest comment to date. I'm waiting for them to get on board with Andrew's friends who think that I have white guilt. I love the white guilt. My favorite, like I literally almost wanted to like paint a portrait.
One of my white friends said, "I beat his ass."
Yeah, right. What are you talking about, bro? I'm white.
Shit, you're killing me.
I date Latinas so that I can get away with half the shit I do. I'm gonna date black next, okay? Just so I can go full deep in on the whole black experience.
Awesome.
Can you imagine? I'd be dangerous. Floyd
Maybe wearing a
Mayweather
do-rag.
may be returning to boxing at age 43 because he's blown through $1 billion fortune, says the very trustable
Yeah, right.
Amir Khan. First of all, for those of you who know nothing about Amir Khan, let's bring you up to date. His wife was fucking someone else. He has no money, and he hasn't won a fight ever against a big name.
And you said fucking someone else like it wasn't the heavyweight champ of the world that he was saying she was banging. Like she wasn't just banging. Like, you know how hard it is to get back in bed with her being Amir Khan when she was with Anthony Joshua? You know how hard that is? Like, fuck your man size. Just think of the body size.
Andrew,
like,
I think you're aware
thinking
of my
if it really
situation with my ex. So trust me when I say this. I can imagine a lot, and there are some lines that I could draw in my head. But shit like that, like you were with a dude who has an anaconda between his legs. I don't believe otherwise.
No, I'm not even talking about that. Maybe he does, maybe he don't. But what about just his size?
No doubt.
Just what about it? Hey, dude, she's thinking of if it did happen, because you got to remember, hey, look, Miguel, when fucking Amir said that, I knew it was the worst thing he ever did in his whole life was tell people that he thought his wife had slept with the heavyweight champ of the world. This was never going to go away. Me and Lee have never let it go.
I'm never going to let it go.
We bring it back every time we hear Amir Khan. It might not even be the same Khan. I still talk about it. I don't give a shit. He did that. He did that to himself.
And it's very simple for me. It's simple math. Does Amir Khan have a bigger dick than Anthony Joshua? And I would, if I was voting, right? I'm not pulling out speculums and rubber gloves to make the comparison, but I'm simply telling you, I'm going to go with Anthony Joshua. He looks like he's got a size 15 foot. And I don't want to break it to anybody. If she slept with him, bro, that is some damaged motherfucking goods. I mean, fuck your wife sleeping with your best friend or say your coach or something. That's really.
You ever thrown a hot dog through a hallway, Miguel?
Yeah,
That's
right.
basically what it is now.
I'm gonna now, though. I'm gonna now. Be like, oh, that's what he's talking about.
Dude, he could go in there and crawl around and look for Anthony Joshua's car keys. There's somewhere.
With a flashlight.
With a flashlight.
Hey, Miguel, do you remember when this happened? Do you remember when the Khan did that?
Shit, no, I don't, honestly. Like,
All
I
right,
remember reading
check
about
this
it,
out.
but it was, what was it, like 17?
I am.
Yeah, look it up. Hey, Miguel, literally right after he makes this drunk tweet, his wife announces she's pregnant.
Right.
Fucking like, it was so, it was just dominoes in his life at that time.
Right here. Amir Khan says wife Farah Makadoum is in a relationship with Anthony Joshua, former light heavyweight world champion. Amir Khan has announced his divorce from his wife. An alleged soon-to-be ex-partner is now in a relationship with boxing heavyweight sensation. That's awesome. Did they get back together?
Yes, they did. They never split up. She's pregnant. She's pregnant when he makes this drunk tweet.
Oh, sweetie, you're just.
Oh yeah, you should click on that article because it actually shows Amir Khan's tweets. He's like, "So me and my wife agreed to split. I'm currently in Dubai. Wish her all the best." Oh yeah, if she's with Joshua, she's gonna get the best.
Pharrell moved on quick. Yeah, because it's a big fucking hunking dick, dude. It didn't take long. She got her hair pulled and a big fucking hog up the ass. What are you talking about, Khan? Oh, so great. So great.
Who lets him have his phone, has his phone when he's drunk?
Yeah,
Take the phone
man.
away.
Worse, fuck.
Makadoum responded by calling her partner a baby who was acting up after Khan described her decision to send images of the conversation she was having with other men.
I like the fact that she used the word baby on him and then it comes out
Oh,
pregnant.
look at Joshua. Yeah, remember?
Bro,
I
it
like
wasn't me.
big women.
And society, I hope you guys can resolve your sitch. I had fun banging her, bro. But plus, I like BBWs. Good for you, Joshua. He likes some.
Maybe you are right.
nice.
Maybe they're the
Nice
only ones that
thickums.
can take that pounding. You probably are right.
Woo, you gotta have some cushion for that action.
Yeah.
He'd break something like that.
Hey, walking right there.
I'm just putting it out there for Macaroon. I'm available. Okay, sweetie. I'm available. Just saying.
Actually, you're not. You're probably going to get in major trouble saying that. Jeez, my. You dork face. I'm available. No, you're not.
Nobody listens to this show.
It's a safe bet.
If I was going to get in trouble based on half the shit I said during the breakup and the shit from like August, September forward, Andrew, if none of that shit came down, fuck it, bro. Nothing's going to happen. Nobody listens to this show except your friends and now Miguel's one friend.
The number one
in the fucking video that goes on the web, you're fucking high as a kite. This is like insider stuff.
The number one meme that came out when their daughter was arrived here was Anthony Joshua's face on the baby. It was very sad.
Or funny.
Yeah, they just murdered Amir that day, dude. His little picture was just taken and thrown all over the internet with Anthony Joshua's head.
Well, Amir, I would read your article about Floyd being bankrupt, but we spent all our time talking about you being a dickhead. And truthfully, that made us all very happy. I'm sure that Floyd doesn't have any money. That's not anything new. And you're guessing because you're in fucking England chasing your wife around, like sitting in the car like you're doing an episode of The Blacklist, taking photos going, what are you doing? Yeah, you got to chill out, bro. She's hotter than you. You don't really fight and you lose, but you have money. She's kind of a celebrity.
The fuck out. You don't just lose.
Yeah.
Out cold. You probably don't even remember she's out half the time.
Yeah.
All right. That was fun. That was for you guys on the podcast broadcast side. This won't be on the video side. I'm going to include this for all of you on the podcast side and the broadcast side. Whatever platform you listen on. iHeartRadio. We have so many. It's almost ridiculous.
You know, Lee, I gotta say something. Sunday we're gonna have Floyd Mayweather's video of the COVID-19, however you want to say it, coronavirus. He did a little shout out. We should
to us.
We should. No. He just gave a shout out to his fans. We got to bring it up because we always kick the dude, right? Well, this time he was trying to show a lighter side, I guess you would say. But we should bring that on Sunday because I still find what he says interesting, and we'll have to dissect what he says on Sunday's show.
I literally hear you, and I'm completely okay with that. And we will do something nice for Floyd, and that's why I didn't read the article from Amir Pencil Dick Khan speculating Floyd being out of money. And hey, by the way, Floyd, you should fight me for your next fight. Sure. Right. That's exactly what he was thinking.
It is a fight in his back pocket for the UK to buy. I think them two would sell.
I'm
still.
sure it would make probably 20 million or 30 million. I don't think it's even up to 50 million. I think it's 20 or 30. I think it because
with
of
Floyd taking about 29 of that.
Yeah. I'm sure he's going to have to convince us that he is legally blind in his next fight for us to believe that Mayweather would lose that fight. I mean, he's done everything else, but I'm waiting for Floyd to actually go, based on my age and everybody dying, I'm now legally blind. So it's going to be hard to find Amir Khan in the ring, but I believe that I can beat him.
Amir Khan has a army of behind him that they'll go to the fire with this guy. I mean, literally, there is people online that still say he was beating Canelo before he got knocked out. Okay, and that if he was the same size as Canelo, blah, 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 he would have won that fight. There's people that believe his hand speed is faster than Floyd's, and he would have given Floyd a hell of a boxing match because really Floyd is a 12-round fighter, right? He's not really known to be a knockout artist. So he does have an army, 2 million, 3 million followers. It would work with Floyd if Floyd wanted to come back to Dubai for something special. He could look at Amir Khan. Sad but true, Lee. Sad but true.
No, it's sad but true. I'm your dreams. I'm your lies. I'm your ears. Well, okay, never mind. You should know that, Andrew. You should. You're from the Bay Area.
Very good.
You know it's sad but true. You know it.
Okay.
Come inside, open your eyes.
Oh, you're going to keep singing. Good.
You know who it is? Do you know who it is?
No, because you're singing it.
You know what? Turning your no-cal
Is
card.
it a white guy?
Miguel, who's the band?
Well, you got to repeat the lyrics, though. What were we saying?
All you need to know is sad but true. Oh, fuck you.
Oh, shit.
Is the song called Sad? Watch, it's going to be some 50-year-old, 60-year-old band. Watch. Go ahead, Lee. Tell us who it was.
Can you sing at least in tune so I can get it?
Oh, Metallica. Damn it. Why do they have a song named that?
I'm your dreams make you real. I'm your eyes when you must steal. I'm your pain when you can't feel. You know it's sad but true.
Oh, it's sad but true. Now it comes together. Shit. Yes.
Hey, this is Lars.
The Black Album.
Andrew, this is Lars. Are you trying to start shit with me, bro?
Nope.
I might be able to do Lars, but believe it or not, Lars actually hurts my throat more than doing Bob Arum. I like doing Lars because he talks like this, bro.
Metallica.
He does.
He's really hard to do. He's really listen.
How old are the guys in
heads.
Metallica, Lee?
Oh yeah, late 40s, I'd say.
Late 40s? Fuck no.
Yeah. No.
No, they're in their 50s and 60s, bro.
They're man.
No, hell no, dude.
Man.
Really?
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to look this shit up.
Lars is 50. I think Lars has got to be 55. How old is this? 56.
Damn,
I got it
bro.
right. Yeah, he's older than me.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
Fucking hell.
Listen, bro. I go to Vegas a lot, bro. I like to get a little drunk and do a little cocaine and play some hard rock, right? I can still do it. I just need a massage therapist, and I can only do it once a week. That's why we're going on tour this summer once James gets out of fucking rehab, and then we're going to fucking tear up the world, bro. So every Monday, tune into the Metallica channel and watch one of our old concerts and then donate money directly to Metallica. We got to keep paying for James's fucking rehab, bro. That's not a bad Lars Ulrich, by the way. It's really not. For those of you
Holy
that are
fuck,
Metallica
they're all in their
fans,
50s. I just looked it up. Damn.
listen, bro.
Mid 50s too.
Oh my God. All right. That takes us to our shout out to Stan Havigar. That takes us to our main event of the evening. Hi, everybody.
Fight Night Radio. FightNetRadio.com with Andrew and Lee. Talking boxing, combat, sports, comedy, football, and everything kick-ass. All on FightNetRadio.com. Fight Night!